Hey, Sacramento, did you know that being a pet owner comes with important legal responsibilities you might not even be aware of? Or that misunderstandings about pet laws could unexpectedly impact you in the long run? Whether you're a pet parent or just love animals, you'll want to perk up your ears for this next conversation. Let's welcome lawyer and mom of two. We have Ramona Morgan. Ramona, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much, Desiree. It's great to be here.
Yes, happy to have you on. Ramona, we know you're a lawyer, you're a mom of two, but you also have pets. So can you tell us a little bit about your pets and let us know why it's important for pet owners to really understand the legal side of having a furry family member?
Sure, absolutely. So I have, in addition to two children, I've got two cats and a chihuahua, and they came into our lives as rescues and adoptions. And so it's really important to know that once a pet comes into your life, you are legally responsible for them. They're treated differently from children. They're considered closer to property.
And speaking to legal responsibilities, what should someone know about their responsibilities? Let's say if their dog bites someone, because we do see those scenarios that play out. So what do they need to do?
Okay, so California law is different from most of the country, but in this way in particular, California law is really, really interesting. If you are a pet owner, you have legal liability from the first bite. So if Fido goes out and bites someone in another state, you get basically a pass. But in California, under Civil Rules 3342, you have strict liability. So from the first bite, you are going to owe and have to pay damages. It's important to know that very often your home ownership will cover those damages. There are important exclusions for certain breeds, and it's also important to make sure that your dog is licensed and that your vaccinations are up to date because that'll have a big impact on how much you owe.
Yeah, and it was helpful what you said specifically to California as well. What about homeowners associations, also known as HOAs? They really enforce rules about pets. So, what should residents know about that going into it?
Right. So homeowners organization HOAs have become the bane of many people's existence, but very often they really do serve a purpose in terms of protecting property values, and they will impose additional fines for pet waste that is left out. They're even sometimes using DNA testing to identify which pet it is, which is to me extraordinary. But either way, make sure that it is accurate. So as long as the fees are reasonable, you've been given notice in advance about the fee, you have an opportunity to contest it and be heard. In all of those cases, those fines are legal. In addition, you can also have city fines, which can go up to $250. So the rule here is you absolutely must clean up after your pet. And if you don't, there are some pretty substantial consequences.
What steps should someone
Right.
take if they find a lost pet in their neighborhood?
So if you find a lost pet, as much as you might like to, you cannot keep it. That means that you have to, within 48 hours, make reasonable efforts. You have to contact animal control and let them know that you have this pet, and give the opportunity for the pet owner to come forward. If the pet owner does not come forward in 30 days, you might be able to keep the pet. And if they do come forward after a period of time, they'll also be on the hook to reimburse you for any expenses.
Hmm. Okay, good to know. And then, Ramona, any final takeaways for pet owners to remember about balancing love and legal responsibilities when it comes to their four-legged friends?
Yes, so absolutely don't feel overwhelmed like this is a reason not to get a pet. Pets bring so much love into our lives. They do have responsibilities that come with them. It's also important to know that if you're struggling, if it's difficult, there are a lot of community resources, SPCA and Front Street, that will foster a pet or even provide grants if you're having a hardship. But the main thing is that make sure that you know all of the rules that go along with having a pet and that you love them unconditionally in the way they deserve to be loved.
Yes, Ramona, always making sure we're set and good to go and know everything legally when it comes to all these different topics we talked to you about. Appreciate your time. I'm going to let our viewers know where they can
Absolutely.
go for more information. Ramona Morgan provides legal counsel to mission driven organizations. You can find out more by heading to ramonamorgan.com.